Good afternoon, Cary here from Two Big Girls Crafting. I don't know if anybody's going to join me. It's a bank holiday Monday here in the UK and the weather's not too bad for a bank holiday. It's not raining, which is the traditional weather for an English bank holiday. But it's not a warm and sunny day. But still, if you're busy, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be busy because I'm going to be crafting with you guys for the next half hour or so. Oh, I see we have two people with me. Can you say hi and tell me where you're from? Lovely to see you. What am I going to do today? Well, I thought because it's a bank holiday and it's really the start of the summer trips, visits, holidays season here in the UK, I thought we'd have another look at one of the Stampin' Up kits. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Anne. Oh, hello from, is that Sweden? No, red with a blue cross on the top. Denmark? Sweden? Denmark? My geography is not great, to say the least. Anyway, yes, so I thought that I would share with you one of the things that I think is really great if you like to travel and craft on the go, which are kits. Now, as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, of course, I'm going to advocate Stampin' Up kits. They're great for beginners. They're great for pretty much everybody. Hi, Gail from Bristol. Oh, you lucky girl. You've been crafting already. And Anne, you're from Norway. Lovely. Thank you for joining with us. So you don't really want to see me. What we really want to see is the kit, don't we? So it's called Sentimental Rose and it's a complete kit. It comes with ink, stamps, block, everything you need. The only thing you might need is a pair of scissors. So with that in mind, let me very quickly flip you round and we'll get to having a look at what's in this kit. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know. Hang on, let me find the button again. Oh, here we go. Come on, split round. There we go. Hello, Kay. Yep, you're in the block. In the block. You're in the stand. It's a bit wobbly. Stampin' Up box. Love a Stampin' Up. What is it with us crafters and our love of storage? I do declare that I think that actually crafting is a multitasking kind of hobby. You have purchasing, because that's a hobby in its own, storage, because we all love storage, stationery, because I haven't yet met a crafter who doesn't like a bit of stationery, and then there's actually the products, and then there's the making and giving. So it's multiples. So let's open this box up. Oh, here's the picture. I have taken it out of the package, but I haven't really looked at it. It's called Sentimental Rose, and I do believe we're going to make some cards and we're going to pop them in a container of some description. Let's get rid of that piece. We don't need that. Here are the stamps. Can you see those? They're a bit glary, I'm afraid. It's a beautiful rose, leaves, and best wishes, happy Mother's Day for you, thank you, thinking of you, happy birthday and congratulations. So that's quite a nice selection there. Put that to one side because we'll need that. Our block, of course. Swiftly followed by an ink pad. This is in a shade of grey called Grey Granite, which is a beautiful soft shade that I will try and open. No, do you know what? I'm not going to try and open it. I'm going to be very naughty and grab from my own kit that I've got here, the ink pad. It also comes with three-dimensionals. They're called dimensionals if you're in Stampin' Up speak, but 3D foam is what most people call them. And some white twine and some, well, they're not bling, they're coloured dots. They're kind of shiny. I like the sizes, so let's put those to one side. Oh, we've got a bit of texture here. These are corrugated. Can you see that? I do believe there are straight ones and banner ones. Then we have the other cartouches, the banner pieces that we're going to stamp on, I presume. Ooh, now we have an acetate box. This must be what we're going to use to make our container. Yeah, we'll play with that in a minute. Oh, now this is interesting. I've never seen this before. It's a corrugated band, and it's got a big lump of sticky on there, and it's scored. Oh, I wonder if that's to decorate our acetate box. We'll put that over there with those bits. Then we have a beautiful stamped and die cut rose and leaves, and here we have some cards. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 in the yellow, 3 in the news type print, the bud of infancy, the half expanded flower of your blooms of the meridian of life. Oh wow, yes, that sounds very, very posh. And then we have a geometric design also, so we'll put those to one side. We have some, oh, we've got different sizes. Oh, look at that, some printed, pre-printed images there, 3 of those. Oh, I like the green watercolour effect on there. And then 3 more here. I like that splodgy smushy look, that's very nice. Some more corrugated pieces, 3 of that, so that obviously goes with the card. And I do believe these are envelopes. What have we got here? Some text in a soft shade of green. 1, 2, hopefully 3 of those. 3 yellow circles and 3 with the coral. So that's the envelopes. Okay, let's take the box away. Don't throw those boxes away, they're very useful. And have a look at the kit instructions. Now I am going to make this kit up, one of each of the cards. They all look very pretty, don't they, Mum? A good range of sentiments. Yes, Gail, totally agree. As we can see from the image here, that band that I said about is definitely for the acetate box. This, if you ever get one of these kits, always check out the back, because it does tell you what's in there in a pictorial. There's also these QR codes, I do believe they're called, so that you can have a look. And Stampin' Up have made up some videos where you can get a detailed instruction for this kit or learn the stamping basics. So if you are a complete newbie, this kit can help you make the best projects. Okay. Next, let's have a look. Everything in this kit is pictorial, and it shows you step by step card 1, card 2, card 3, and the box, the project box, which is rather nice. So let's gather the pieces we need for each of these kits. It even shows you that here. So for card 1, we're going to need not those. We're going to need one of these, so I can put the other 2 away. One of those, a banner with the ribbled effect. I'll put that to one side. A green edge. Now these things are all die cut out, but they do have little pips holding them in. If you find that you get a little snaggy bit, my top tip is always to get a nail file and sand them off. Always a handy piece to have in your toolbox. Oh, sorry, let me just move those pieces out the way so I make sure I've got everything I need for that. I'm going to need some twine 3D dimensionals. Do you know what I haven't found? I haven't found any glue dots. Oh no. What have I done with the glue dots? Oh, that's a shame. I've managed to lose the glue dots since opening this kit. I'm doing really well today, aren't I? So I'm just going to grab my own box of glue dots. But for now, that'll be fine. We'll do that. Normally they come with a sheet of glue dots in here as well. As per the picture, they look like, I don't even know if you can see that. I can't see myself, so I don't know. Let's refresh the laptop and see if we're going on there. Anyway, I promise you, normally there are glue dots in this, but not this afternoon. I've misplaced them when I opened it. So my top tip for today, be very careful when opening the packaging. So I'm going to need, I've got everything for that. I've got 3D foam, I've got glue dots, I've got the cord, I've got that. I always put my bling on at the end when I put all of them together. Ink, block, stamps. Yep. Okay, so card number 2 is this one. Using that. So I'm going to pop those away, and I'm going to need one of the, I do believe this is Flirty Flamingo, this colour edge on there. I need dots and glue dots and that. Oh, I need some of those. This is where I need that one for. Oh, and I didn't get the card bases out. That's really clever, Cary. Let's give that a go, shall we? Getting a card base. So you want that one for that one, and the text one for the first card. Here. Now, if you're organised, you will have had all these pieces pre-pushed out and organised, but I'm not organised, so I haven't. My apologies. My stamps block, yeah, got that. Third card we're going to have is obviously this piece, and we're going to use the long sentiment strip. You always get plenty of these, although there's only enough card blanks and toppers. There's 5 on there, so that if you make a mistake, you can redo it. So put that away. We need the other card base. Oh, don't fall everywhere. We got all those bits. Oh, we need a long strip of the corrugated. Now, when I first started with Stampin' Up, we used to have a great little machine called a ribbler, and it was like a mini mangle that you ran your paper through to get this effect. I love the name. It really tickled me. Ribbler. There we go. Okay, we've got everything. We've got that, we've got that, we've got those, we've got that, we've got that. Okay, so we've got everything we need. So let's go back and start with card number 1 and actually see what we're going to make. We're going to put them in order so that I don't get as lost as normal. First things first, let's find the good old bone folder. Another piece of kit I think every crafter needs to have, so that they can make the best of their work. The note cards in this set actually come pre-scored, so we don't have to worry about that. But I would recommend using a bone folder to get a nice crisp edge. Next, what is our card going to look like? Okay, we're going to stamp onto the patterned piece here. And we're going to use that as a go-over, that for our sentiment, and then place that all on the card base. Okay, let's do the stamping. So we're going to need that and that. We've got our ink pad, we've got our block, we've got our stamps. Let's take, these are photopolymer stamps, so they're nice and easy to use. But one top tip, when you pull it off, let it rest on the table just for a minute so that it can shrink back. Now this is a thank you card, I do believe. So we're going to take off the thank you sentiment as well. Okay, so our stamps are nicely settled. Place our block on and off they come. Now I'm going to be using a full-size ink pad, and as this is a brand new stamp, I'm going to tap, 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 and I'm going to try it onto my grid sheet. Beautiful. Tap, 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 tap. If you were using the ink pad that comes in the kit, the little square, I would probably, nearly made a mess. You would do the same, but you would move the ink pad around, obviously. So let's place that on the grid paper so that it's got nice, neat lines on it so that I can line it up nicely. Gentle huff, and we're going to place our flower there. Down for 1, 2, 3, and there we have it. Can you see? Isn't that pretty? So delicate. You need this kit. You love the colours. They are so delicate. I'm actually just going to have a quick look and see if it... Oh, okay. Okay, the colours are basic black, calypso coral, flirty flamingo, grey granite, mint macaron, and so saffron. Oh, and don't they look beautiful together? And this stamp has so much texture in it. Can you see? It's got real definition in there. That is a big winner in my book. Now, I'm not cleaning this because I'm going to be using it again with exactly the same colouring. What I am going to do is pick up my leaf stamp after I've thrown everything around. Did you all have a nice weekend? As I said, it's bank holiday here in the UK. So most of us are not at work. Oh, gorgeous. Tap, tap, tap. Line up again. I think we'll have our leaves just coming off there. And I think, do you know what? I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to put some more over here. Now, do I put it there? Or there? Or there? Or there? The choices, the choices. Decisions, decisions. I think I'm going to go... I keep coming back to this space here, so do you know what? I'm going to go for here. There. What do we think? I'm quite pleased with that. I'm quite happy with that. So I put my leaves away, pick up my sentiment, find my ink again. Another reason to always stamp first is so you can check that you have it the right way up. With photopolymer, it's a lot easier. You don't make that mistake as often. But if you're using a cling mount stamp and your name's Cary, you may well stamp it upside down. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Super simples. Nice and easy there. Okay, so we've got our cartouche, our label, our front, and our card front. Now, let's look at the instructions again. Now, I'm very much a visual person, so for me, I would look at this and I would go, okay, so that sticks there, that goes there, and we have a piece of cord going up there. Obviously, if you like to work neat and tidy, you will follow the instructions. So we're going to pop the panel we stamped. We're going to use our glue dots, which you would find in the kit if you haven't lost them like I did, by putting one on each corner You do get sufficient in your kit, never fear. And then we're going to line it up. I'm going to rotate it so my card base is in front of me and I can line up the top corner and the bottom corner. And there we have it. I think that's rather pretty. Piece of ribbon. It's cool thread. I'm going to run it through. Baker's twine. Thank you, Andrea. Glad someone knows what I'm talking about. Does tell you the measurements for the length in the book, but I'm going rogue and just doing it. And I've run it all the way through the book. It's a note card, woman. What is happening with my words today? And I'm just going to tie and make a nice bow. If my little fat fingers will work. Just there. Nothing fancy, nothing too complicated. Then I'm going to take my sentiment. Let's have a look at this. Yep, it's kind of going across there. Oh look, they put one there and one there too. Oh, they're clever. Right, I'm going to use I'm going to go for glue dots for this piece, but I am going to use the 3D foam for the sentiment to add a little bit of height to my piece. So line up on your grid paper so I can try and get this straight. I think about there would be good. Hopefully that's straight. 3D foam. I like Stampin' Up's version, which is called Stamping Dimensionals, because they're very easy to peel the backings off of. There we go. Let's get rid of those. And we're just going to pop that up and over a little bit, lining up with there. And there you go. First card made. I can pull this about and make this look a little bit prettier. I can try. And then you can, of course, use a glue dot if you so desire to anchor that into place. I won't, but I will make that a little smaller and that a little longer. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I think that's a lovely card. Nice to say thank you. There is, starting now in Stampin' Up, going to be a Celebrating Everyday Heroes, which is where we're going to be giving thank you cards to those people we meet every day, the people that do the small things that make our lives so much better, like the postman, like the post lady in the shop that sells you the stamps, like the delivery van drivers and shop workers and the people in the bank. And their idea is that as card makers and paper crafters, we have these wonderful tools, which means we have the wonderful ability to say thank you in a very real way. So this would be a fantastic card to give to somebody, just to say thank you. You know, your kindness is well loved. I cannot, for the life of me, off the top of my head at the moment, think what the hashtag is, but I'm sure Andrea or Kay will find it and let me know, if you would be so kind. Thank you, Anne. It is very pretty. There is a hashtag for it. I know. It's gone out of my head, but I might remember in a minute. So let's crack on with number 2. But my thoughts were that this set of cards, if I made them all as thank you cards and put them in the acetate box, they could go in a bag, in your handbag, in your purse, whatever you call it. And next time you see somebody that you just want to say thank you to, you just take it out and give it to them. So there's number 1. Let's crack on to number 2. Let's have a look at card number 2. I'm going to have a quick look on the instructions on the inside. Okay, this is a happy birthday, but I'm going to make it as a thank you card because these are all going to be thank you cards for me. And we're going to stamp some leaves, tie some ribbon, put a sentiment. Yep, okay. We can refer back to that in a moment. Oh, that was the other nice thing. On the edge of here, you don't even need a ruler because it has in inches and centimetres down the side of the instruction leaflet all the information you need. So let's do our card base. Get our bone folder, and we're going to do that. I always do both sides. You don't have to, it's just habit. It's what I do. So there's my card base, there's my pattern piece, there's my piece, and then my other piece. Okay, let's put this. I don't need the rose this time. I do need the thank you. The happy birthday does fit on here. Let me just show you. It will fit onto the sentiment there, but I'm actually going to use thank you, as I say, for the acts of kindness. Okay, we don't need to do it first because we know it stamps well. We're going to pop down 1, 2, 3. Thank you. We're going to peel that off and we're going to go for the leaves. Again, we don't need to because it's not a new one, so we can just stamp directly. So we're going to pop some leaves over here. 1, 2, 3. I always count to 3 because I believe that you need to let the ink sink in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now what is next? What did I say? Oh, yeah, twine around the middle and then the sentiment. Okay, so wrap the twine around and give it a little bit of extra so that I can make a bow. As I'm not sticking it down, I can, well, I'm not sticking it down yet, I can make my bow wherever I wish because I'll be able to move it once the top is done. Okay, so do we like it that way round or that way round? I think I quite like it. I don't really want to cover those up, they're so pretty. Yeah, I think we'll keep that low and just like that. I will use this 3D foam again for my sentiment. I like it. I like the fact that it says thank you and not thanks to Kay. I have it's my mum's fault. My mum always told me that thanks is sarcastic. And I don't want to be sarcastic, I want to be nice. So we're going to pop that onto there. We're going to use our glue dots. I'm going to pop that one there. I'm actually going to use a glue dot over, I don't know if you can see, over the ribbon as well, just so it holds it in place. And another one on the edge. And another corner. So we have all the glues in place. Let's clear the space, line this up on the grid so that we get a nice, well, we can try for a nice straight piece. And we're going to give it an equal there. I think that's really lovely. I'm really pleased with this. I love the way that's turning out. So we're going to attach this. So we're going to use some more glue dots. The nice thing about glue dots is they're actually really easy to work with. No mess, no fuss. And they're quick. They stick instantly. There's no waiting for the glue to dry. I'm going to put that roughly equally. How's that? There's no bling on any of these cards yet. Well, it's not bling, there's no dots, but I'll do that at the end. We'll get to that. So that's card number 2. Really happy with that. Okay, let's move on to card number 3. Let's have a quick look at what we need. We're going to be needing this and this. So this card, oh, I like the jaunty angle. Very nice. Can you see how they've put it in the top right quadrant? And the sentiment. Okay. Now, let's just do our rose, shall we? Now, does the rose go in? Oh, it goes in the corner up there. Okay, so we're going to be stamping off the edge. So if you were doing this on a holiday and you didn't have grid paper and such like, when you get the kit, it comes in this cellophane bag with a piece of chipboard. You can use this to protect your work surfaces and stamp onto for your practices if you don't have scrap paper around. Stampin' Up, think of everything, I tell you. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Good inking up. Line up on the grid. And we're going to go over that clear corner there. 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty. Very, very pretty. This is very pretty, this. Very delicate, very elegant. And we're going to put our leaves slightly off as well, because I can. I think this one will be a little bit more there. So can you see how that is so simple, so elegant? Now, we have chosen to make this a thank you card. Is the thank you stamp going to fit on this die cut piece here? Ooh, no, but I have a tip. Back to my favourite post-it notes. Now, I will need to start with a clean stamp. So full speed, because I cannot for the life of me at the moment see my stamping. I don't know what you call it anymore. Whichever method you use to clean your stamp and make it sure it's dry. Now I'm going to use a post-it note. You could use sticky paper, low tack tape, whatever you like, washi tape. And I'm going to cover up the U on my thank you. And I'm going to ink it up with the sticky note in place, because when I peel it off, I've only got ink on the thank. And now I clean. This is important. You do need to make sure you've cleaned in between and dry, because we use water-based inks. If there's moisture on there, it will run. It will reactivate any ink. So this time we're going to cover up the thank and leave the U open. Let's check that we can see that it's got the line, it's all in place. So up a little bit, so we're going to take that down a fraction. Double check, yep, that looks good. And tap, 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 tap. And remove. And we're going to stamp the U in line with the thank. There we go. I'm happy with that. Let's see what else we need to do. Oh, well, very little. We're going to pop that on there and pop that on there. Okay, so card base, bone folder, nice crisp folds, makes everything look professional. We don't want sloppy. We're going to pop that in that corner there. Is that correct? Yep, I've just double checked. So I'm going to pop my glue dots on. 3 and 4. So 4 glue dots. Going to line up, and we're going, actually I'm going to pick it up because I'm going to take it right into that corners. So it lines up nicely on there, nice and neat. And then we're going to put this strip down, this corrugated piece down with glue dots, and we'll do the sentiment with 3D foam. And we're going to pop that there. Oh, I nearly didn't check that it was straight. I'm going to pop that here so it's nice and... Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do. Look, there's some pips there that we don't want to see. Let's get rid of those. Just takes a second. They're very strong, the glue dots. And we're going to pop that there. Yep. 3D foam for the sentiment strip. As you can see, you have plenty of materials to make all the cards in the kit. Never fear. And simple sentiment for an elegant card. Now I'm going to close my ink up because we do need it, but I'm just going to close it anyway because I'm going to get the 3 cards back and we're going to put the dotty things on. Now this card needs green dots, this card needs orange dots, so the other card must be that. So we're going to place them. I'm going to follow the instructions. What does it suggest? 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Nice, I like it. Oops, that was my new re-inkers for the new ink colours that come out tomorrow. Oh, I'm so looking forward to them. They are so bright and breezy. So we're going to pop 1 here, and a little one here, and another little one down here. And for the first card, we're going to use 3 greens up. As you can see, you get plenty. You don't have to use them if you don't want to. It's a personal choice, as with all things. There we go. Now, so, there are our 3 thank you cards. And let's have a look at what the instructions say to make the box up. So we're going to make a box to pop these in. So we're going to need the box, the long strip, a little label, a little white label, and these 3 die cut images. Let's take those out. They pop out really easily, but please, please, please don't rush. Take your time, because we don't want to spoil them after, you know, go through all this process and then rip it. Would be so frustrating. So yeah, just take your time. They do come out easily, and these make great stencils for when you want to start looking at doing a little bit more. I know Kay has used them before for stencils very, very effectively. Yes, Mum, they are beautiful. And by the way, everybody, my mum is Rita Parkinson, and she lives in Lincolnshire, the other end of the country from me. And she was here over Easter, but she's now back home. So I miss her. Here we go. Right, so we're already there. We've got this, we've got that. We've got to put some tape. Oh, we need a length of ribbon to make a bow for... We'll do that in a second. Right, okay. Now, let's pop these bits to one side because I want to show you this acetate box. I'm really not sure how this is going to show up on screen, but it's all pre-scored. I would highly recommend that you burnish all the folds in advance. And I want to know, I don't know if this has got a, oh it does, look. Can you see it actually has, when I can get my fingernail under there, a covering on the outside. So it looks a bit dull and dismal at first, but actually it's going to become crystal clear. So let's make the box up. Not make the box up, let's just do the folds so that when we take the cover off, we can make it. Look at that. Oh, that's come out beautifully clear. Make sure you get all the bits though. Oh, that's my phone tinkle tankling. All of that came off very easily. So we now can make our box. Let's just pop it end in there. Our cards are going to go inside with their envelopes. Now let's find the right envelopes. One green, one yellow and one coral. So I'm going to put the coral card with that, the yellow card with that, and the green one with that. Now I'm going to pop my 3 cards in here. Now there is loads of room in here, and I'm sure you would get all of your cards and envelopes in this box if you were going to do the kindness challenge. Not challenge. I saw this about the kindness on YouTube. It was a video that went up about half an hour ago from Stampin Up. So there's my box. What am I going to do to decorate it? I'm going to take my long strip. It has already pre-scored. Celebrate, hashtag celebrate everyday heroes. I knew it was there somewhere. So I'm going to wrap that round. I'm going to peel off. It has a large sticky pad there. I'm going to peel that off, and I'm going to just put that across there. I'm now going to take my glue dots, and I'm going to put sticky glue dots on the flower. It's falling off the reel, aren't they? That's really not very good. Oh, I didn't do that well either. There we go. There's my rose. And now I've just got to pop my leaves. I think I'm going to put one there and one there. So I'm just going to pop a glue dots underneath there. And put that into place there, and the same with the top one. There. Oh, I like that. Let's get rid of some of this cover off of there. Now we have a little tag to go on it. Oh, have I done it on the wrong place? I don't know. Let's have a look. Ah, I've missed a step. I didn't wrap my twine all the way round, and oh dear. Oh well, this is going to be Cary's version. I'm going to take my twine and I'm going to run it around. Take off there. Oh, this has been a long one today. Making 3 cards from a kit. I'm going to very carefully lift that back up. I'm going to pop that down, and let's tie my bow here. There we go. It's got a nice long leggy floppy bow. I'd like them a little bit smaller on there. That's better. and then my sentiment piece here. And which one am I going to put on there? I could put best wishes if I was giving it as a gift. I could put for you. I think I'm going to go with for you. So let's pop that down, get our block out again, and ink it up. Gentle tap, tap, tap. We're going to try this out on here first because it's a new stamp. Yep, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to find our tag. Just pop that on there neatly. 1, 2, 3. And there we have it. Now I'm going to just pop that like that. I think I will use a glue dot so that that piece sticks under my knot, so it kind of appears that it's on there, and then I can just have it like that. Now, isn't that sweet? I like this very much. Oh, we don't need a 3D foam backing. But how lovely is that? That would make a fantastic gift. It's, as I say, for this new I don't know quite what to call it, thank you program from Stampin' Up, thanking everyday heroes. I think it would be great to make the cards up, as I say, use them all. I'm going to use them all as thank you cards, and I'm going to pop this in the bag, leave it in the car, and then when I see or interact with people that I just want to say thank you to, like, I don't know, the receptionist at the doctor's surgery, the cashier at the bank, the post lady, and most importantly, my Mr. UPS delivery driver, my man in brown, who brings me all my Stampin' Up goodies. He needs one because he works very hard for me. Anyway, Mandy, yes, I love that. If you tie the bow as you did now upside down, it will fall down the way you like easier. Oh, thank you for that top tip, Anne. Oh, I'll have to give that one a try next time. Thank you so much. Hi, Mandy. I'm so glad you took the time to join me today, and I wish you all the very best for the month of May, and here's to a happy summer for us all. And on that note, I shall join you again next week at 4 o'clock British summertime. I'm doing what? I don't quite know. But today I've had a great deal of fun exploring this kit. The kits are all available online at Stampin' Up UK. And you might want to have a look tomorrow, because if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, and you could join our team if you wish, there is a fantastic new joining offer coming up. Hi, Judy. Love the cards. So do I. They're so sweet. Yes, as I was saying, if you want to join and become a demonstrator yourself, there's a fantastic offer coming tomorrow. More details will follow. If you would like to place an order, Jill and I would be very happy to be your Stampin' Up demonstrators here in the UK. We do have a brand new catalogue coming tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled. There'll be lots of new goodies to share. Okay, with that, I'm going to wish you all a happy afternoon and have a good evening, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.